Give you your 7 minutes of marketing inspiration, all about if you're giving a presentation, whether live or online, or a talk, or even a paper, that kind of thing, how to get leads from that. Sound good? And so we just worked with someone who got 41 leads um, from giving a presentation recently. And I want to walk you through the steps on that so you can use that for yourself. Does that sound good? All right, so 7 minutes. Right. So the way to do this is when you're giving a presentation, sometimes you don't know who's there, right? If you're doing a public webinar, something like this, where you're on Facebook Live or LinkedIn Live or YouTube doing something live, you don't know who's coming. So whether it's that or a webinar, maybe somebody asked you to give a presentation to their group. You can be at a show. So we worked with people recently who had shows last week before, with folks doing presentations and trainings live there. We're just talking with someone about doing a presentation in Barcelona coming up in February at a show coming up. So how to capture the names of the people, because what happens, of course, is you'll do your presentation and then, oh, hey, that was great. There were 20 people in the room. There were 50 people in the room, 200 people, 1,000 people. Do you have any other names? No. Like that's what happens all the time, right? And so you can change this, right? And so the way to change this is to offer something super useful that goes along with your talk, that's over and above, like a little behind the scenes look at something. So the behind the scenes look might sound like, hey, we're doing this training today. If you want to download the block diagram about how this company maybe installed this thing or something like that. So a little extra, or you want the extra notes on how to put this together. Or if it's a health thing, do you want like a graph on, how all the other people did in this study or something like that? So some like behind the scenes look that gives you just a little bit more info. Put that together. You've got it already. Make a PDF out of that. And then now, oh, hey, Fallon, how are you doing? Hey, Joe, what's going on? Hey, Bob. Uh, yeah, hey. Hi, Catherine. Yeah, just put your questions here in the chat and I will jump to those at the end. Or if you are watching the replay, just pop your questions over to me in the chat or DM me and I'll circle back to you. All right, so once you've got that PDF, that special extra bit of information, the block diagram, the behind the scenes look, the special rubric, the special data, whatever the thing is that goes along with your talk, with your training. Now, a couple ways to do that. So one is you can have a QR code that points to a form, and that's what we did with our folks last week. So they have a QR code that we put together for them that points to a form, and the form's super simple because everybody's using their phones, right? And that form then just asks for first name, company, if that's appropriate for you, and email. So first name, company, email. Don't ask them for a ton more stuff because that's just, people don't want to enter a ton of things on their phone. You might ask for phone number though, because if you're doing SMS, that's good. And then as soon as they enter that info, you can have it automatically have your system automatically send them that PDF, that special freebie, or maybe you want to wait half an hour so they do your talk and then get it afterward, that kind of thing. And I was literally right before this talking with somebody who had done this last week as well. And we were talking about how you could have someone at the door if it's an in-person talk, welcoming people. Hey, come on in. I'm super glad you're here. We've got some freebies, extra stuff. Just if you want, give me your email right now and I'll send it to you. So you could have someone at the door just like welcoming people or walking around, or just show them the QR code and let them do it themselves. So it's still an opt-in. Nobody has to do it, but they can't resist it, right? Because it's that extra bit of information. So you can have it as a QR code. You could put a URL, like use a bit.ly and just do super short, like shortened link so they can take them right to that. Also an easy way to do it. You can do a text. So what I do, I have, here for real, you could do this, text the word biz to me, BIZ, at my number 1-530-203-5703 and get my free marketing master plan, right? So I could use that in a talk if I'm ever like on a podcast or a guest somewhere. I've always got that I can just throw out and give anybody listening an extra bit of info. Right. So once somebody's opted in for that, signed up for that, raised their hand, said they're interested in that, you're going to send it to them automatically. And then you can have some follow up set up. Right. So that follow up can take, your super helpful piece of information and maybe break down some key points in it, maybe have some additional data that's going to be helpful. So going for the helpful angle here and having a system automatically in place, it's going to keep sending them that helpful info. And then, of course, telling them, hey, if you want more info, you want to jump on a call with me, you want a trial, whatever it is, that's going to be built in as well. So you have them automatically followed up. Now, a really cool thing about this, and we'll wrap on this point here, is you can segment people based on their behavior, right? So if they've signed up for that particular thing, so whatever it is, maybe they're interested in IP because they signed up for that, you can tag them in your system, in your marketing automation system, interested in IP. So just by the fact that they signed up for that, now you've segmented them. Or maybe they're at a particular event, so you can segment by event. My first call this morning was 7 a.m., totally pitch dark out. Stars were out. It was crazy. But we ended up talking about segmenting and how you could have these types of forms segment people, and that's going to help with the follow-up. So that's what I have for you today. You got to use it. It works great. All right. Oh, I'm just looking to see what questions I have. Yes. Okay, yes, great question. So, question here about if you're at an event like that and not everybody's QR friendly, totally great point. I'd go back to the bit.ly then. You can go ahead and use, get the URL of that form you want them to put the first name and email into, and then just use a link shortener. It could be Google or bit.ly, whatever, and have it short because short's nice because people can just type it in really quickly.